How's it going, everybody? What's up? Let's see how we do now. Just check some audio. Check. All right, check that out. Awesome. We are rolling here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. This is the Civil Society Podcast. We're rolling out here. Decided to switch it up just a little bit here with season 2, just in terms of how many episodes, or at least the spacing between episodes, just so I can get a little more time to get some additional content worked out. Had my first episode back of season 2 with the one and only Scott Peters. So we're continuing on here. We got another great guest coming on today. Couple different fellows actually. And let me just put it in the most simple way possible. Everyone's heard of, these other whack radio stations. Well, the one that we're bringing on today, it's honestly a disservice to probably not only every single resident of Fresno, but potentially California, maybe the United States. Again, I don't want to speak for them. I know they're in a legal contract talks with SiriusXM, but the guests that we're going to bring on today, a great collection of individuals. I really just started listening to them in the past year in 2020, but they run a radio show. They're an internet magazine, and no joke, there's nothing better than just a couple guys who love the same stuff, are super knowledgeable, and just want to go out and have fun with it. So with that being said, I am super stoked to bring on the Fifth Tint Club. Welcome on, gentlemen. How we doing?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was an insane introduction.
Insane. Yeah, I didn't want to drop the ball. I know you're in talks with SiriusXM. Recently. I didn't want to. Things kind of tight, but you could definitely.
I'll work with it.
Yeah, you work with that.
No, this one.
Oh, I think it's the other one. Fire.
This is super nice mic stand.
Yeah, honestly. No, I've seen your guys' setup. Which I'll never use because I don't know. I have no idea, when I'd actually end up using that.
One day.
Hopefully one day. I'm not musically inclined aside from actually playing the drums a long time ago.
There you go.
But I have
the saxophone.
the sax.
Yeah.
You see,
like 5th grade.
Okay, yeah, but see the thing is, when people think of saxophone in the 5th grade, they're like,
Yeah. I know.
You think it's got
the thing is, I was shredding it. So
Of course.
I put a different view on this.
Yeah, they were like, whoa,
Yeah.
this guy just put 808s on a saxophone.
Exactly.
That's wild. Well, welcome in, guys.
Thank you.
Please, pleasure having you on. Please just introduce yourselves one at a time, and then you can kind of just give us an overview of what you guys do and what you're all about.
Gotcha. So my name's Jack Spurling. I started the 15 Club a little over 2 years ago because I was bored with school. No, real life. I was bored with what I was doing in school, and I just realized I really loved music.
Mm.
And then I saw what these guys were doing with music,
Yeah.
and I thought that what they were doing was really cool. And I just wanted to do cool stuff with music, basically, is the main motivation between starting it and wanting to share music.
This is the back of the mic.
I'll do. Well, we gotta. Oh, here.
Could I flip it?
I'm a dummy.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. As you can tell, I do this once a month. Yeah.
How do I rotate it? Still on the bottom. Yeah.
I'm not strong enough.
It's that grip strength. We need a mountain
I
climber.
need to train more.
You got it.
No,
Turn.
I didn't move it at all. My fingers moved. With this,
Oh, there you
can I just
Oh,
shift it? I don't want to rip anything, bro. Fuck.
hey, hold on. I'll just. Video's right back rolling.
All right.
call?
Check that. That'll be like the 30-second clip
jump
that I
cut.
throw up
Yeah,
on
there we
Instagram because that was fire. I didn't even know you could even do that. That was wild. Sorry.
Now we're really in the studio.
Sorry for my technical incompetence.
So
It's all good.
Where were you at? Sorry.
I was just talking about, I guess, early stages of it, or just me getting into it.
Yeah.
Just wanted to share music that I really liked, and wanted to do cool things with music. And this guy Peyton, he's my neighbor. So we've been
Since
since Jits.
5 years old. Dude.
Yeah. So I just saw what he was doing every day.
Yeah.
So just wanted to get into it myself, and then slowly been chipping away at learning more every single day since then.
It's fire.
I'm Aiden.
I go by ATMCG is my artist name. I've been working on music. Let's say I've been taking it more seriously as like an artist by like over the past 6 months to a year. But I've been producing with artists around here for like the past couple years. I've been messing with just production in general since I was in elementary school.
Wow.
But definitely taking it much more seriously over the past like 2-3 years. I'd say I've helped artists get their projects going, help them get their swag right, whatever.
Certified swag
Yeah.
coach. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Swag coach. Hit me up if you need a rap coach. But yeah, just taking myself artistically, creatively more seriously as of recent. I dropped my first single, when was it? End of February, I think. Peyton shot the video, super clean. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming. And then, I don't know, I've known Jack forever as well. But eventually, as the 15th Club started to formulate itself a little more, as soon as he started to figure out what he wanted to do with it more, he had the idea of the radio show, presented it to me, and like, in the grand, like, the most basic sense of it, I want to be a producer as far as making things happen. So I was like, all right, what do we need to do? How is it going to look? We're like, and then we're here now, and you know what it is. So
Yeah.
but
That's crazy. No, that's awesome. That's super fire. Yeah, actually, I remember listening to the track and like, I think it's honestly because I had no idea at first, and then I saw a bunch of people when that dropped. I was like, dude, I don't know who this is. Like, I also kind of live under the rock half the time. You know, like I've been trying to stay off social media a little bit more, just trying to save myself sometimes.
right.
You know. But then I was like, yo, this is hot.
Wait, this
And-
guy's song?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was like, but I had like no idea at first, and I was like, that's insane. So I mean, I could definitely see that though, like you working on the production side for a while too. Like when you were growing up, were your parents ever like what were your parents? Did they ever say anything about that to you? Like as you were going through that? You said you started young.
Yeah. When I was young, it was definitely much more of just like it was what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like I was a computer kid, you know, like I was always on the computer. I was either on YouTube or playing a game or something, and like I've always loved music. So once I figured out that I was able to, with my resources, just download a program and then eventually
Simple.
put it all together. Yeah, I just started messing around with it. I never really. I did a couple times. I would show them my work, and then I remember one time my dad was like, I kind of forgot that you made this. Like halfway through listening to it, like I don't know if he was just telling me that to make me happy or whatever, but still, it was like little things like that kept my interest in it.
Yeah.
But I remember now, back then, I never got to, because I still had the demo version of FL Studio. I never had the full version until my mom eventually did get me it as a gift because she saw I was working hard on it, whatever. But I wasn't able to save my projects, so anything.
Oh, it just deleted right at the end of the session.
Yeah, anything I started working on, I either had to leave it open on my computer for as long as it would stay open without crashing, or someone turning off the computer or whatever, or it's just gone with history, like all of it is now.
Imagine all the tracks.
Yeah.
Young Aiden, just 7th, 8th grade,
Jamming,
lost.
bro, making dubstep, dance music, all of it.
Absolutely lost.
All
to
gone
time.
in history.
Yeah.
There's some songs archived on SoundCloud right now that I might let.
You might release.
One day.
Yeah, I might let the public
They'll,
hear
they'll be
again.
in the documentary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fire. That's so fire.
Peyton, you gonna?
Yeah.
Let's
All right.
mention this guy.
I'm Peyton, or PCP Video. I help Jack with like all the visuals for the show and like the interviews. I usually edit alongside with him and stuff. Other than the 15th Club, I do music videos on my own, and I don't know. I kind of just like help all my friends with all the visual side of stuff. I guess I would say, but yeah.
Yeah, no, so your stuff's crazy though too, because anytime, and like this is my first time actually like saying what's up, and like, cause I've seen you guys before, you know, but like actually sitting down and talking. So, no, all your guys' work is fantastic, and I love seeing it. I'm like,
thank you.
Dude, there's so much. In fact, I was watching episode 6, and I don't know if it's maybe I just haven't been paying attention, but I love the format where you guys had like the actual video and it's like the computer screen. Dude,
Yeah.
that just gives me such like Young Lean vibes. Like when they
That's
used to do
sick. I
those
love
crazy
Young Lean.
edits, I was
Yeah.
like, you know, it's crazy stuff. Did you grow up doing film and like videography
I think
stuff like that?
every kid probably makes a video on iMovie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
like we were like been neighbors since we were 5. Like
Yeah.
that was like our whole goal every day was like make a YouTube video.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I think like especially like for our like generation people like they saw YouTube all the time, so like
Yeah.
obviously that's what they wanted to do. I think I just kind of like carried that with me
Yeah.
like my whole life, and then that's it put me here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but yeah, definitely like just little videos with Jack. Like
I'm sure there's some of those lost files too.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there's some on YouTube.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, you could probably find them
That-
on YouTube. There's a good amount.
The Halloween one.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Friday the 13th one.
Yeah.
That one was a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to tap in and see some of those. I might have to pay for some access.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
yeah.
no, that's super sick. And again, I got multiple questions that I kind of want to hit y'all with, but super cool. I just think it's such a cool idea. Like
Thanks.
the whole, and we'll get into it for those people that are first time listening or hearing about it. But it's such a cool idea. Like that's when people first started making podcasts, that was like it's big.
Groundbreaking.
It was groundbreaking. But it's like radios, just regular radio stations have been around for so long. Like, but dude, they're whack. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
100%.
like I don't
Yeah.
want to throw shade.
No, I throw all the shade.
Because B95 used to pop up
Yep.
once every 5 years to Central, and we would get
Yeah.
absolutely live.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure they did to every other school.
Yeah, 100%.
But it was like, dude, it's like all the music, and we'll get into this. All the music's same. So like,
Yeah.
the hosts aren't funny. They're not
Yeah.
as cool as they think they are. Everything like that. There's too many advertisements. I'm like, I just want to hear good music and from people who know what they're talking about. In amazing production. So. First things first. I just want to let you know because there's no one else really doing that, in my opinion,
Thanks.
that I can see.
I heard a
Likewise, yeah.
I heard a crazy rumor. It just might just be, who knows? Yeah,
Yeah.
but I heard a long time ago, cause like the whole Fresno music and creative scene has gone through waves.
Yeah,
of like
for sure.
up and down. People doing like, probably like back in 2015, 16. I thought I heard something about like all the local radio stations here, like making a pact to not showcase local talent
artists.
unless
Yeah.
it's like fed to them by the right people. Yada yada.
Yeah.
And it's just it speaks to the bigger.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it speaks
But,
to the
like-
bigger tone of just the music industry in general. But
Yeah.
like, it's crazy to think that.
Even here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like even hometown, still doing you dirty.
Mhm.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Not me. Never.
and that's what we're here to change. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah, I love that. I love that. So, like, first things first, I like to start off with a lighthearted one before you guys kind of get into the logistics. This is like an impossible question because I was even trying to think. I tend to do this every single time I have someone on. I'm like, I try to think of a question like, oh, if you could have one word to describe yourself, what would it be? Type of thing. It's like, I don't know why I ask these questions because I don't even know. Like,
Uh-huh.
I ask these questions
Yeah.
to random people or people that I know. I'm like, dude, I barely even know that answer.
That's the best part. You don't have to answer.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then they always ask me. They always
Yeah.
turn it back on me. So this one, thought it'd be fitting if you guys can answer one at a time. If you could only listen to a single genre of music or a single artist, rest of your life, like I'm talking, the rest of it gets burned in a fire. All other music is burned in a fire. What would it be? It could be genre. We could keep
Yeah, I
it.
think we might have to.
That's
Just
so
Derek.
hard,
I'm
bro.
trying-
Because like one of like the
The genre
like
is
main,
way easier than artist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough because like something that we've been talking about a long time, like ever since the show started, is like the term genre is just slowly losing its
Yeah,
meaning.
Why is it like everything's kind of blended together?
Well, yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
there's artists are taking inspiration from everything now.
Yeah.
No one wants to get put in a box, especially like new artists. So
You
it's
also
like,
can't get put in a box anymore, or else like you're just
I
like,
guess.
considered one of. The
But to
artists.
answer the question,
Mm.
which I think's a good question, to listen to one genre.
There's a lot riding on that.
Yeah, if anyone has theirs already, they can go.
Alternative.
Alternative.
Yeah.
Because
I
what
guess,
is
yeah.
alternative?
Yeah,
Whoa.
honestly, like I'm.
There's alternative rock. There's alternative rap.
Yeah.
There's alternative folk.
Indie alternative, like
Indie alternative.
That's a-
like
yeah,
that's why I think everything is alternative. Like
Yeah.
to the no more genres thing. It's like everything is kind of just becoming the alt, like a mosh pit of it, or like a melting pot of everything that you're inspired by, put together, and like whatever you get out of it. But
honestly, that was probably a terrible question for me to
No,
use.
it was a really good question because then we had a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but you're
not every
spot
question
on.
like needs like an answer. I feel like it just leads to more conversation.
That was deep. You should write a philosophical book. Dude, not every question
Journal
needs an
entry.
answer. I'm gonna have to write that one down.
Yeah.
No, okay. I mean, anyone else?
Honestly,
I
like that's a
had my
good
same
group
thing,
like consensus. Like honestly, if you asked me like 6 years ago, I'd be like rap. But like that was like when I was like 14, like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like So and like I don't even listen to like rap that much now. But yeah, alternative definitely because that can go so many ways.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's something for literally every single mood with alternative.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
With I mean, with certain genres, it's like, I mean, the one thing that you will never catch me really listen to is country. Like, unless you get, I take that back. You guys could probably put me onto something. But, like, I'm just talking, like, stuff that you hear on the radio. I'm like,
Yeah.
Dude, I don't,
the radio country.
commercial country.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't want to drink I don't want to drink a Bud Light and go ride a horse right now. That's that's never been my mood. So, yeah, no, that totally makes sense. That's fair enough. I think I'd have to agree with you. So, what was the initial like motivation for even starting the radio show? Like, well, aside from being bored, like where did you sit down or think to yourself? Was there like a time you could point to where you were like, this is like what I want to do?
100%. So like the 15 Cup started 2 years ago when I was bored, and that was just like me sharing music. Like the first thing I ever did that like really wasn't under the 15th Club, it was just like make a big playlist of like all Fresno artists, because like we were talking about earlier, like there's really not a like industry spotlight on it, and I think there's a lot of talented people here. So I was like, I just want to get this in more people's ears, like get them more listeners, stuff like that. And then like I wrote an article, and I like initially just started writing articles, and then I like it was quarantine hit, and
perfect timing.
Kind of. Or yeah, like now in hindsight, perfect timing. But at the beginning, I was like, "Oh man!" Like I was just about to move like down south. I was like, just got a camera. I did my first interview with him because this is before like we always been tight. Yeah. But like now, like we're tighter than ever. Yeah. So then, I was gonna go move down south, and like the direction of the 15 Club would have been a completely different direction than it was now. If Corona never would have happened. That's what I think. Because I was going to go down south and interview people and just like that. So then I started getting more into like music discovery and like wanting to discover like artists like really early and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, every other blog out there is just making a post about like, here's this song, here's my write-up on it, go listen to it. I was like, I want to be different. I want to make it like fun and cool for everyone else. And like I just want to do like, I just think like I was just trying so hard to find a way to like share music. And then like right when I started like really linking with him to like elevate the 15 Club, is we did a mix, and that went really well. And I was like, okay, I like this. Like I like playing music for everyone else. And then it was I just like it kind of just like came to me. It was like, what if I just like recorded myself like talking about music? So if you scroll down on the Instagram, there's a video.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's a video. It was the first ever radio show, and I called it "This Is a Radio Show" because
I did too.
I knew like everyone. Like I just wanted people to know like this is a radio show. This is about music, playing and talking about music. Yeah. And it was like a mess. It was so bad. It was.
That's the beauty of it, though.
Yeah,
you gotta love that.
Like I filmed it myself. I tried editing it myself. I like couldn't do it, and I tried filming.
He was like, "Yeah, that was terrible."
Yeah, no, legit, legit.
I remember editing it or like we were trying to figure out how to edit it.
Well, before that, I tried to do it myself, edit it myself, to be posted the next day, and the same day I had a final the next day. So I'm doing this at like 10 o'clock at night, like and I keep messing up because I'm like trying to talk into it and it's not live, and I'm trying to like sound professional, but I keep messing up.
You didn't even end up using the mic in the.
No,
you
yeah.
just
So
used
then,
the camera audio.
so then like I'm holding this mic the whole time that's not even working, and I'm just like,
Did you know it was not working while you were
no.
recording?
Well, it just because the way I had to edit it, I couldn't use that audio that I was recording on. So I'm like calling him, and I'm like, yo, bro, like I messed up. Like,
He's
I
dude,
need
what,
your
I'm
help.
asleep. Like,
Yeah,
what,
no,
I'm
legit.
asleep.
He was like with his girlfriend. He's like, dude, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I really need your help. And then we got it done. It looked cool. I think it looked cool, but it was like
it worked.
it worked for what it was, but I was like so embarrassed by it, and I was like not gonna continue doing that. I was like, I need to figure it out like before I do this again.
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of like since then, just like every day thinking about how to do something new, and then it finally came to me. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it on Twitch. We're gonna do it every week. And like just like it just I was just like I remember like texting him and just like all the ideas I had about it just like middle of the night, because that's like when I'm up late thinking. And then that was around like October, or that was like September, and I wrote down like I want to do it by this date.
No, September of last year.
Yeah.
Okay, so the idea came like 2 years ago. Like that's when you kind of started up, but then like you started filming.
So, like,
for the 15th.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
so like
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
radio
so like
show.
the 50 Club is like the radio show is definitely like the focal point, like the
Yeah.
big thing that I'm really pushing it too. So
Yeah.
it's like, but there's still like so much more that I want to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So then I just hit him up and I was like, yo, dude, like, I'm gonna need your help with this. And then so we started working together on it, and then we're like, well, we're gonna need someone to like help us with like filming it and producing it. So we hit him up, and it just came together like perfectly. I feel like puzzle pieces, and then like it was
Pieces all fall together.
yes, it was an interesting it was an interesting start. Like I think the videos are all still up, so you can go watch like how it's like come together over time. But I think it's really come together nicely over time. So I guess main motivation, to circle back to the question, because I really went off on a tangent there, was just like just to share music in a unique way, in a fun way, get more people involved. I got a Discord that goes along with the radio show, or just with the 15 Club, so like always people talking about it, sharing music, and it's just like all I ever wanted from the beginning. So
hell yeah,
just a new fun way to share music.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Like what made you like hop right on that train? Because like some people are like, you hear those like, oh dude, I'm too busy, like, but like once a week really isn't that much.
That definitely wasn't an option as an excuse.
Yeah.
Being in the pandemic, not in school.
You're
like,
dude, Jack, I don't know. Like, I only have Monday through Sunday open.
Well, like, just we've always been into music just as much.
Yeah.
And like, before there was ever the dynamic created for the radio show, like we'd always just be discussing music because we were always into what was next.
Yeah.
Like, I think back to like when the SoundCloud era really took off. Like, I personally felt like I was on the forefront as far as like from a consumer standpoint. Like, I feel like I was ahead of the curve when it came to that. So like, I guess I just have always been wanting to be ahead of the curve in the way as far as like, and it comes hand in hand with that. But then like, of course, like I said earlier, I just want to help make shit like this happen. So like, there was no hesitation, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's awesome.
I think it's also just like, I ride for Jack, you know what I mean? Like if he wants to make something happen, let's make it happen. And just like, I believed in the 15th Club type shit, like, I guess. But yeah, same answer as Aiden, along with like the music wise stuff. Like, we've always just been interested in it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, from me, like I'll tell you, when I look at it, like I think what I thought, I was like, and maybe this is like now another motivation now you see like how like successful it's starting to become. Like, I looked at it and I was like, this can totally change like how people like find new music and like listen to music. Like I don't know if that was one of the original goals. Like I know that's like super far. You got to have like a super far vision to see that, but
I'm seeing that come into fruition now.
Yeah.
Like the goal from the beginning was always just have fun with it.
Yeah.
But now I'm starting to see like, like this could really be like a big deal.
Yeah.
I get put on music every week with this, so like
And it's cool that you have like that community too, because like I'm sure you put a lot of your other friends on music, and like some stuff they'll love, some stuff they won't, but it's like you're never gonna know. Like there's honestly a point, which is why I like your guys' show so much, where like I click on shuffle on my playlist, I'm like, it's like
still what
same
you're
old,
hearing.
dude. I'm
Yeah,
like, I listened to this like a year ago,
uh-huh.
type of thing. And like, I can't lie. Sometimes the classics bang,
Of course.
especially the ones that bang. But it's, I feel like so often it's just stale,
Yeah.
So it's super refreshing that you guys go kind of out of your way, and this will kind of transition to this next question, like, to find that new music. Like, what's that process like? How do you find
It's all him.
that new music?
Yeah. So.
He's the brain.
Yeah. I just like, dude. Like I said, like I'm in love with it. Like finding it, listening to it, everything about music. Like, I'm in love with it. So like, yeah, people ask me, they're like, dude, don't you have to listen to like bad songs? And I'm like, yeah, but like that's why there's a skip button. Like I just easy skip. And it's just like trying to use every resource I can. Like Spotify's a huge resource for finding like new artists and new music. So it's just, listening to something new every single day, word of mouth. Like I got a lot of friends and people on social media that are like doing similar stuff or in the same industry or just like to share music. And like if I like trust their like taste, like I'm definitely gonna go out of my way to listen to what they're posting about. Yeah. So it's just like getting together. We don't do it every week now because that became like really tasking.
Dude, it is tasking.
Yeah.
And you guys have been doing it longer than me, but the first season I hit every single week, and I was like,
it's great because you start out like super amped up and
like,
hyped on it. Yeah.
Here we go, easy. But then you're like, even though like honestly my editing is super minimal, I just match up audio and I slap a filter on and boom, it's like, dude, that still takes a little bit of time and like then you got to prep for the next one, get some questions, some ideas thought out. So, for me, I was like, I got to start making it every 2-3 weeks, space it out a little more.
Yeah, so we just decided like with the new year, we're going to do it every other week, and that's made it so much better.
Yeah.
Like not even like, because honestly, we want to do it every week, but it's like having like, for me, like being able to find like new music, like I want the show to be good.
Yeah.
So like I want to bring forth like the best music, us to have the best attitudes about it, and just have a good time overall. And like doing that every other week has like changed and made it so much better.
When is Aiden gonna hit up a live performance?
Dude,
the
we already
Instagram.
did one.
Yeah, we did.
Did you?
We did one.
When he DJ'd.
Probably like
Okay, yeah, I saw. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I want to just see you go go crazy one day though. I think it'd be hilarious if you just showed up to a local park. There's just like Jack and like 5-6 other
just with the
people paid out there.
GoPro,
Yeah, just GoPro and now like is that something? This is like totally off topic.
No, it's
but like
great.
when things start to, because I loved when the one of the most recent videos you guys posted with like the concert thing, like like what do you like? Everyone misses concerts like that's huge.
When they can happen again, I'll be hosting them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Aiden, you gonna get tapped into Grizzly Fest or?
Okay, I mean, they follow me on
Coachella.
Instagram, but
Whoa,
no one's said anything yet. But hopefully,
I'll get you right, bro. Trust me.
hopefully
that'd be
that would be fire.
yeah.
Cause like they're I don't know. I don't know how to say this without offending someone, but it's like it's the right type of niche crowd people. Like I don't know, the artists they bring are like the type of people who would probably like the music I'm about to make. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
They should hire me. They should totally hire us.
They
I
should.
feel
And
like
wait,
if
weren't
you're
you-
watching this Grizzly Fest,
Weren't you about to be involved in it?
I was gonna do
A
like an
little bit ago?
internship, but I just didn't follow up with it, so that's kind of on me. But it's whatever.
The thing is though, like I feel like you three can honestly just throw your own thing and it'd be 10 times better.
That's
like,
I
that's
just don't have the resources of the capital yet, though. But
I'm pretty like fairly confident that by the time like this is over and it can happen, like I can make it happen one way or another.
Yeah.
definitely a show. There's no doubt that we're gonna have a show if summer is allowed.
If it's allowed in summer, like oof,
It's
We're gonna-
absolutely over for everyone.
we're gonna go crazy.
We're gonna shut down.
And if it's not,
I'm vaccinated now, so
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
good.
Yeah,
See?
we
Everyone's
checking
everyone's
vaccinations
vaccinated.
at the door.
Yeah, yeah.
I still got my bruise.
There you go.
Dude, that's crazy though. And then Peyton just whipped up an absolutely fire video.
Yep.
Just to accompany it. Like
Dude, it's
100%.
I'm really like,
All the media
thankful
behind
for
it.
That's what's so sick about not only us, but just like the greater varsity team as a whole.
yeah.
Is there's just like
Every
not
aspect.
only we got every aspect of like creative
Yeah.
culture covered.
Unlimited potential.
Yeah, and then
Everybody.
you just bounce off each other 24/7.
Yeah. No, and the cool thing is, I think, because I've known a lot of the people that that are in that group.
Right.
Like I've been good friends with Sean for a long time, and Evan, and I'm not that creative at all.
No, but everyone's
in my own way, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll rephrase, but like just in like terms of like what he does and what you guys do. But I think it's super cool that you not only have that group, but I would imagine that everyone is pretty honest with each other too, right? Like if you're like
yeah, I mean,
like,
yeah,
any
that's why I
examples
wanted to
of
bring
that?
these
Like,
guys on.
yeah.
All the time. Like, I mean, it's just like we're always giving feedback to each other.
Yeah.
And like every time like I have an idea that I'm like either not too confident on or just like want some more, like I'm always sending them like, how can I make this better?
Yeah.
Is really
Well,
is what I'm
shit.
always
Even
saying.
last night, I sent for my next song. I sent what I thought was going to be the cover art for it to Jack, and it was like, I think we can get something better. And I was just like in the heat of the moment, I was like, man, fuck you, man. Yeah, this is the cover. And then I literally thought about it for like 5 more minutes, and I was like, you're right. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
it's. And I get like you got to know that no one's ever coming from a bad place when they're saying it.
Yeah.
It's like for your best interest,
For sure.
just like to maintain your quality, essentially.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think as soon as I think I have a final product, I'll send it to them, and then I'll realize it's not the final product. So like,
yeah.
But that's the great part about
Yeah,
it. It's
no,
because
it's
like I
definitely
want to
like-
see everybody win as much as I want to win myself. So it's like I expect honest feedback from them because I'm going to give it to them as well. Just to like I want everyone to be
Yeah.
great.
100%.
That's crazy. So, Peyton, you do a lot of the video, like, and I'm sure this is for music too, Aiden. But like, do you guys like how many different renditions of any particular project do you think you hit up? Like, if you're working on a video or a song, how many times is it like edit, re-edit, edit, re-edit? Like, what's that process like?
I think it just like I mean it obviously like differs with the project, but like working with Jack, like we'll go through like a couple different things, and then I don't know, like the last video we did, we had a whole first idea that we almost like finished, and then we got like halfway through and we were like, this is shit. Restart.
You scrapped it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And it came out way better than our original idea.
Yeah, 100%, like a completely different product.
Yeah.
So like something like that, like I don't know, a couple times, but I guess it all differs, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I
music,
think,
I'm sure it's a whole different thing.
yeah, and I think it's also a little subjectively different for me,
For
just
sure.
because I'm still starting out as far as like an artist goes, like really making my own music. I'm
Yeah.
still working towards my first project, like, but it's more so not so much how many different times am I gonna go over and change it up, whatever. It's more the like closing the door on it. Like it's hard to like
that too.
feel it being done. Like
Yeah.
I'm so hesitant. I feel like even this week I've gone back and messed with this beat like every night for like 2 or 3 nights, and
Same beat?
Yeah, and I still haven't gone back and recorded on it yet, just because I don't think I'm done with the beat yet. And even when I was done last night with it, sitting in bed thinking about it, I'm like, nah, I can change some shit up on it. But
That's crazy. Then that like sticks in your head. Then
yeah,
yeah. I mean, everyone's got those things, but I feel like that kind of thing, especially where it's like, and I totally get that. Like you want it to be as perfect as you can, but like then you got to like bring in other people's opinions too.
Right.
Like you know, what do you think? Like, is this
And-
done or can I keep working?
yeah. And at a certain point, are you just thinking yourself into circles and like,
You also don't want to like overdo it. Like I feel like I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, it didn't need all of this. Like
Yeah.
it would have been almost better if we didn't overdo it.
Yeah.
But,
But then when it pays off and like
Yeah,
you see that
100%.
extra work like
yeah.
come to fruition, you're like, wow, like I'm glad I spent the time. It's only in the moments where you're like, dude, I spent 2 or 3 hours editing that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that wasn't like any better.
Yeah.
Like I could have
Yeah,
just left that and
100%.
it would have been, you know, or it's like something small that, you know, people may miss. But I think a lot of the times it's like, you know, that's just your dedication to your craft.
Right,
I think
exactly.
that, you know, regardless of what it is, whether it's, you know, finding and compiling music or making it or, you know, making videos, it's like you gotta, for me, I like doing things even if I just notice a little detail. Like even if it's something, you know, so minuscule and I stress over it, I'm like, yeah, I'll just want to make this look good for me. Like
Right.
no one can catch it. Like
yeah,
just the littlest things. And but when people do pick up on it, it's like, wow, that like they paid attention. Because you could probably make a beat right now on this computer in 5 seconds, and then
I don't know if
not one that you'd be proud of, but you
5
could, but you could make one, you know. And it's like, but you may not be proud of that. Like you may not be happy with that.
Right. And I mean, that's the day in, day out struggle. It's like, but then when it, like you said, when it clicks, it clicks. But I noticed that a lot, especially with songwriting, where it's like the little details that not everyone's going to pick up on, but like, it's like a if you know, you know type scenario where it's like, I'm making these double, triple entendres that might not make any sense to anyone, but like, I don't know, I made the connections with the lyrics in my head, in my life, whatever it is, I don't know. But it's interesting.
No, for sure. No, that's awesome. So like, how do you? Because every time I watch, I'm just like amazed at how you guys have so much energy. Like every single time, I don't know. Like how do you consistently like bring that back? Like how do you bring that energy every single time?
Because I love it.
That's boom. Just end the video there.
All right,
Write the
guys.
script.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Yeah, I just love it. Like I love sharing music, and I love like when the artists are in the chat watching, and I love when people are like, "This is a good song," and I'm just like, "Yes!" Like now you have a song you like.
Yeah.
You know.
So you guys think you definitely feed off that? Though?
I was
like,
just gonna say, like, we also like feed off of each other. Like this
Yeah.
group is very easy to just like bounce back
Yeah.
and forth and like keep that energy high, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that's huge too, especially since you guys do it live. Like when people, you know, when you do the show live, like like you said, like people are, you know, talking on Twitch and you know, commenting back and forth. You're like, wow, like that's actually sick. You guys dig that.
It gives it that extra level of personability. Like it lets people relate to you more. Like especially when you're able to sit there really express how you think about it. It gives them that much more of a incentive to like check it out in a way, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like every time I watch, I'm like, when you guys are playing the songs, like you're
People are
really into
going
it. I'm just
great,
like, dude, it's like I feel like I'm right there in the room too. Like it's just, and I think, you know, do you think part of that's is because you're finding something that not only that you like, but you know, it's like it's new and it's not like you just listened to a Drake song from 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Like, you think it's part,
100%. Like when I find a new song that I like I gotta like stop myself from listening to it 100 times.
I was just gonna ask,
See,
are
I
you
do
the
that.
classic over player? Because
I do
that's
that.
me.
Yeah. I gotta get better at it because I'll just like I'll hate songs because of it because all I do is just listen to it for like a month straight.
Yeah, and then it's like you hop in the car with someone. They're like, dude, you heard the song? I just try to get that out of my head. I was just playing that for a month straight, and now I gotta.
Have you heard you say at the 15th Club Radio Show? Just put me on to
Dude,
it.
did you hear it? Like, yeah, I actually run the show. It's crazy. It's crazy that you said that because, you know, I'm actually a part of that show.
Oh my boy, you know he.
So how did you guys decide to go through Twitch? Like, because honestly, I'll be honest, that's a big shift just from like recording here, editing after, and then uploading separately. Like that. Like, what was that thought process of going to Twitch and doing it live?
Just like I don't know. I think Twitch is cool. Like I just like know like a couple friends that like streamed, and I just really like the interface. I think it makes it easy to like navigate and see what's going on. And it's like everyone uploads to YouTube, you know. So it's like the whole thing is like with it calling it a radio show, doing it on Twitch, doing it live is just like trying to just attention grabbers, like get people to be like, oh, this is new. I've never seen anything like this before. I'm gonna check it out. So like a little bit of like me knowing a little bit how to navigate the platform, and just like seeing that like streaming has become popular. It was really popular within the past year. So it's like it's a no-brainer to like get on an app that's like
New.
doing
so many DJs and producers just like over
Really
since the
taking over.
pandemic. Especially DJs because they can't
do
play
anything.
anywhere. Yeah, so they gotta get their sets off somehow. But
so they were all on Twitch, so I was like, yeah, no brainer. Like we're gonna do it on Twitch, and then live. That was kind of like a big leap, just because like we had never done anything live before, where people were gonna be like, we couldn't edit it, you know, we couldn't if we messed up or like stuttered or whatever, like we just got to keep rolling with it.
Said too many F words.
yeah. Or just lagging all over the place. Like every single problem you could have, we've had it. I feel like, and you just got to work through it, and it's fun, you know. And it's like I like watching stuff live, so I just wanted to like create that for myself to enjoy it and for other people to enjoy it.
Yeah. Did you guys have any nerves like when you started that up live?
Bro, I went on
Every
like
episode.
one time and I was like, this is not what I expected this to be like. Yeah, like I was definitely a little shook up. It's weird. Like you're still just in the room with two buddies, but then there's like 15 people without faces watching.
Of course.
So it's like
Yeah.
That's almost that almost makes it a little scary because you can't see them, but they see you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they get to hide and type and
Yeah.
But no.
hide behind usernames and all that,
Exactly.
everything. Bro.
Aiming with their keyboards. Yeah, so I don't know, just not really nervous about it anymore. I'm nervous if like we didn't prepare enough and we're gonna press start and then something's gonna be messed up. But no, definitely doing that is like really like change like that mind state for me, because I know like definitely starting it, I was nervous.
Yeah.
Not gonna speak for them, but like now it's like let's go. Like I'm ready.
Hell yeah. Do you guys think that after people like listen the first time, maybe you can even like check this like on statistics or something, like do you think you guys like are able to like retain people pretty well? Because like every time like the first time I listened, it was just like I think it was even an old episode, it wasn't even that week's, and then like since then, like every time you guys go on, like I try to catch it, and I'm like, because I'm always gonna find something new. So like I think that's a really cool thing about going live too. It's like you make a YouTube video, you post it, you kind of forget about it, you know. But like you're doing something live continuously each week. It's like
Something
it's not
to look
just
forward to.
Yeah, it's something to look forward to, and you know it's like authentic and real in real time. Like I'm not just gonna make this video, put something out. Oh, this video airs at 7 p.m. on Sunday. Like go check it out.
Yeah.
Like no, we have a live show at 7. Like
Scheduled
come
every
tap
single-
in. It's scheduled. Like this is gonna be authentic. If if this happens live, then this happens live. So I just think that's such a unique idea. Have you guys ever thought like seriously about, if, and this is a question for later too, but like if it continues to grow and grow, like is there any outlet to like actually get on actual like radio waves, or is that something that you'd be like kind of wanting to stray away from and like keep it unique and like keep it to what you guys are doing now?
I don't know like the politics behind that of like if they're gonna try and control what I play.
Definitely.
That'd be huge,
So,
right?
like,
We've talked about
that wouldn't happen, you know.
And that's also a big issue we've been concerned with, just playing music live in general on a platform like Twitch. You've seen so many people get copyright strikes as of recent, just because they're sitting there playing 2K, listening to it like a Trippie Redd song or something. Their stream gets flagged. But luckily, most of the music that we're showcasing is from new artists who are under the radar, under the algorithm, whatever.
But it's weird though, right? Because like they're thinking like these big corporations like is like, oh, you have like a Trippie Redd song playing in the back, you didn't get permission, so Trippie Redd's not getting his money.
Yeah,
but
We're
it's like the
literally
exact
promoting it.
Yeah, but you guys, but like you guys are doing the exact opposite. Like you are promoting artists who deserve to have their music be heard to get them bigger, to get their check.
Yeah, I hit
like,
the Uno reverse card on
We
him.
should be getting a check. Yeah.
You should. No, I mean that's something I've always wondered about. Like, because obviously, mainstream radio, mainstream media, like they're playing really only the top artists or whatever's hot, and like there's a check connected to that. But like, it's just a disservice to like so many artists who really grind, like truly 100%. Like put hours and hours of work in, and it's like they get shot down or there's no real promotion. And then we have, I think as like a culture, like we have this perception of like we look at that artist out of Fresno or out of the Valley or even, regardless, it could be anywhere, Los Angeles, someone coming up and you're like, dude, they're trying too hard. Like they're trying too hard. Like if they were like, if they were good, they would have made it. But people don't understand, like everyone starts at that level. Like at least a lot of people do. So it just sucks that like you could lose out on a great artist or a great video or a great, magazine because no one is willing to, push it and share some love.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I'm so grateful like that I did, because there have been so many times where like, I'm done with this, you know. But like, if I would have stopped, like that would have sucked,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So
Have there been some artists that you guys have talked to who, like, maybe you've gotten back in touch with, and they're like either just appreciative or like, yeah, like, you know, we've actually like had new people check us out, or like say, you know, like this person hit me up and said they listened and they love it now. Like,
yeah,
has that been like something that you guys have realized or seen?
as definitely this year
Mm-hmm.
forward to now, 100%.
Yeah.
Just the way like we like rearrange the show and like the artists we're playing, which is like always so sick to me. Like even when the artist like themselves thinks it's cool,
Yeah.
and like wants to check it out, like so like that always just like means the world to me, and kind of just like blows my mind in a way.
Yeah.
Still, I'm just like, how like is this like possible?
Yeah.
But definitely,
Well, yeah,
that
and
happens.
a lot of the people that we end up choosing to play are also artists who are kind of interested in music in the same way, where it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
since they're in that boat, they're more than willing to go find another person of similar status, notoriety, what
Yeah.
have you, as them, and like eventually
To
maybe
talk.
even like just network, collaborate maybe, but just
Mhm.
even show support on the base level of it. And it's been interesting to see, like, there's definitely a lot of regulars who are just like viewers, but then there's definitely regulars who are artists who are
Mhm.
Yeah.
in the Discord and the Twitch chat all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's interesting to see.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Like, Peyton, do you think you gotten any new prospects of like people who are like
Yeah,
seeing your
definitely.
work and they're like tapped in now? Like they
I
want to get you hired up?
I
or
made
what?
like an animation for one guy we played on the show like super
Oh,
early.
that's right.
So yeah, definitely.
Who is that?
His name's Paris Williams, right?
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, Paris Williams.
Shout out Paris Williams.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, dude.
Mhm.
Like, and a lot of these artists like we play on the show, sadly, are like across the world, or else
Yeah.
I would be like
They're in a
wanting to work
flash.
with them
Yeah.
right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
but especially with the pandemic and
Yeah.
shit. But yeah, definitely, dude.
Mm.
It's brought this like whole, I guess, index of like new artists
Yeah.
for me to look out for and
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's just like overall, like everything you guys are doing is just so like unique. Like there's just such a unique style to like, you know, every single thing of what you guys are doing. I think I'm just so tired of seeing the same old bland. Like, dude, I don't want to see a music video of someone just walking around.
The gas station.
They're at the gas station like
That's
this.
what, yeah.
I don't want to see. I want to see. I love seeing, you know, something creative and like, you know, throwing in some like with videos at least like some funky colors or something
Yeah.
just like, you know, funny that really just like it makes you feel like immersed in the music.
Aiden's new music has really given me like the opportunity to just stray away from like that
Yeah.
regular ass music video,
Mhm.
which I'm really excited for like this year and just upcoming years, like for us to work together and like my work to be
Yeah.
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 So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's, and I was watching a YouTube video about this. Some dude was talking about album rollouts and like
Mhm.
how the value of those has gone down with how like clickbaity and like 15 seconds of fame our
Yeah.
culture is now, and everyone's attention span is so short. Nobody wants to like
Take that extra
take
step.
the 3 months to like let's say for example like Astro World, he was hyping that up for years.
Mhm.
Like he put out probably 2 albums within the amount of time that Astro World was like
Yeah.
speculating, and it's about creating that universe for the listener. Like that's what gives you the, I don't know, I guess the feeling of like you're a part of it in a way,
Yeah.
rather than it just being a song
Yeah.
that's good
Mhm.
by a guy
Yeah.
who made a good song.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's something we're always talking about. Like creative direction is huge. It's like I mean, like if I find an artist that's doing something like super cool, like I won't shut up about it. And like that's really what, if there's, you know, any artist out there that wants some insight, like you got to be doing something that no one else is doing, and you got to make it look like really good in your music. Well, first of all, your music has to be good.
Yeah.
Like that's like if your music's not good, there's really not much more you can do. Like, but if you really love music, like find other ways to be involved in it some other way.
Yeah.
Second, like you gotta be doing like cool stuff. Like in you can do it at any budget
Mhm.
for real. So just like experiment, get creative, like do like something weird that you think might scare people, because
Yeah.
it might scare someone, but someone else might love it.
Yeah.
So, just like really separate yourself from other artists in every way possible.
Yeah.
And then you'll start to see that like the pieces will come together.
Yeah, I feel like people are just scared to like take that jump or like to take that risk of like
Yeah.
trying something that really no one's done, which is so applicable to like it's really to everything, but like especially in a creative space where so many things get there's nothing wrong with like recycling something or like sampling something, right? But like
I think everything's recycled.
yeah, everything
100%.
everything
Yeah.
literally is all recycled or sampled, like literally anything that you could think of. But it's like how do you add to that? Like what are you gonna bring to the table to make that different?
How do you take those pieces and put it together and make your own? you
Yeah.
know?
So like what do you think that bread and butter for the 15 Club is? Like what do you think taking that, or are you just something completely unique? You might be the very first thing ever in existence that is completely unique.
No, dude, I don't
What a
know.
ground
Bro,
zero.
You're at ground zero.
Ever since I guess I could say like, I mean like I've always like looked at stuff, but I really started paying attention to like creative and cool stuff when I was like 14. So it's just for years, just being in my room and seeing what people are doing in this city or that city or wherever in this country, and just like doing cool stuff. And it's just like I said, like when starting the 15 Club and like seeing what like these guys are like doing music videos and stuff, I'm like, okay, I want to do cool stuff. I think I'm creative, so let me just see like how far I can stretch that.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's a lot of everything. Every market's saturated now. Everybody doesn't want to go to school. Everybody doesn't want to work a normal job. People want to be an influencer. People want to be a YouTuber, whatever. Like I don't really care about any of that. I like music and working in music, so that's what I want to do, and I just want to make it the best and like for the consumer.
Yeah.
And then influencing is a byproduct of that.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just once you like,
because it's like what I'm doing is something that like I would love to watch.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like really like my whole goal with it is like make stuff and do stuff that I would enjoy and I would want to see.
yeah, and you're never gonna have to comment under anyone's post and say, "Hey, my name's Aiden. I'm from Fresno. Go check out my music. I'm just up and coming." Like, unless you did that as like a meme, that'd be,
That sounds like the TikTok that Jack had me make for promoting my song, like literally word for word, verbatim what I said. Like,
No, yeah, for real.
That's
But
so
TikTok's
good.
great, bro.
Yeah. No, that's again, like I just think that's super cool to not, to look at like, there's been like music or cultural magazines, there's like Sirius XM, who is like, I wouldn't even really put them in the same category as what you guys are doing, but at least their music has a little more, range and depth to it, but like than like, just regular radio. Yeah. But there's not a lot of other things, that I can think of that kind of mash all that together. Like it's really, there's larger corporations have different arms and different extensions of like, we have like music, we have film, we have this and that. But
and
like,
that just made me think, what is SiriusXM a subsidiary of?
So now you got to think. Well, yeah,
We'll find it.
not you guys.
No.
No.
They'd be lucky.
Yeah.
They'd be absolutely lucky.
They were smart giving Drake a channel though, Sound 42. If you tapped into that, he's got a good selection on there.
Does he really?
Mm-hmm.
Does he run it? It's like
I
people
think
that he works
it's music curated by him, his producer 40, and then this other dude who's like involved with the business side of OVO stuff. But yeah, it was. They used to do it like premiere it on the Apple Music Radio, OVO Sound Radio.
Yeah.
They did it for like 60 episodes on Apple Music, and then eventually he partnered with SiriusXM. Now he's got his own station. They're playing it 24/7.
I didn't even know that because I knew about the OVO one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I didn't even know it went 60, and I guess I just never paid attention that it even left.
Liberty Media owns SiriusXM for anyone who was still wondering.
Well, guess who owns Liberty Media?
Who?
The 15th Club. Just undercover. We'll just make one of those memes like that guy that's controlling you. Exactly. It's that easy. Everyone, it's so easy to bring in those references. What do you think? Is that something like, speaking of like extensions of like a single, like collection or, organization? Is that something that you guys could eventually see like the 15th Club going, like having an actual like, like this is a group, we get a group of people or a couple people that work on writing, like do articles. We get, you know, like
yeah,
you
I mean,
open up
like,
like
I got a master plan.
you open
in
up
my
like a
head.
label. Okay, yeah, okay. I don't want you to reveal everything right now, but I mean, like, is that something that you could see like a legitimate, like,
Yeah,
future
I've
coming out of
accomplished like maybe 0.002% of all the things that I have planned in my head.
Sheesh.
So like, I don't know.
Point oh two.
Yeah, like I don't know. I've got a lot of ideas and I got a lot of goals. So like,
Yeah.
just got to do them. You know.
Like, so like Aiden, you could be the head honcho of the group, and like you could have imagine if you had a label.
Yeah,
Like, you
well,
guys-
that's end goal where I want to be, because like I've always thought to myself, I don't know how far my artistic bandwidth will take me.
Mhm.
Like, I know I'm not gonna be Billy Joel, you
Yeah.
know, like I'm not gonna be this iconic, like, like through history,
Yeah.
I'm considered one of the best artists.
But there
in
could,
my life.
but there could be other people that you bring
Yeah.
in to
Right,
get those
exactly.
Other,
And
yeah.
I feel like us collectively have the brains to help make that happen for someone, and that's kind of all I've wanted to do. Like, while I was producing for other artists, I also wanted to like help manage them, help
Mhm.
their creative direction, just the whole package. So like that's definitely where I see myself long term.
Yeah.
And whether it's with the 15 Club, whether it's fucking
switch up?
ATM,
Yeah, you see.
whether it's ATM the
Right
label,
there, yeah.
it'll be there. But
Yeah.
no, it'll definitely be in the future.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
You think the same thing for video? Like,
it'd be
honestly,
cool to,
because
like,
I don't
have-
know. Yeah.
It'd be cool to have like music videos on the 15th Club page,
Mhm.
directed by us or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I,
mean-
don't know what route we could take it with that, but yeah.
Honestly, anything. I just feel like you guys, you're in like, you situated it in like such a like a good way that like you have like the writing outlet. Like some people just like to read, like, and like to like dive in and like look at a review of something. Other people like are visual. They want to watch, you know, a weekly show
100%.
like that. I don't think there's anything wrong and super admirable. Like that's a cool goal to have. Like you should want to like say like this is how far we can take it. And I feel like a lot of it could be achieved, you know, just starting out with what you guys are doing now. Like you're gonna need money at some point. Like if you really really like want to, boom, you know, like, you know, make this, you know, a career. But like you could get so many things going. And I think the cool thing is like you're already coming up on will this year be year 3?
No,
Or
so
is this, like,
year
actually
2 was
year
in
two?
February.
Okay.
So
So just past year 2, but like I feel like so many people give up like after a year or less than that.
I mean, like I've seen like so much proof of like where this could go already. So like I'm not gonna stop.
It'd be so fire if you had
Even
some
with,
of
like,
your
the past like 5-6 shows of
Yeah.
the 15th Club, like you can see the growth.
Yeah.
I would say, like I'm on the laptop, like seeing the users in the chat, and like the past couple weeks, I've seen probably like 6 to 8 at least new faces. You know, what I
Wow.
mean?
Way more
every
than
time.
that, bro.
Well, yeah, I'm
being
maybe an
conservative.
average of like 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Like, new faces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it'd be so fire if one day you had like an actual, like you're talking about a concert, but like what if you just like found some of those local people
That'd be
who
sick.
who've like you've kind of highlighted and put something like that together.
Bro,
Like,
I was gonna do that.
that's something that-
I was gonna do that, and then the corona hit. Like I legit was planning it. We were talking about it. We were gonna do something in spring break of last year.
yeah,
Couldn't happen.
that's good. Now it gave you more time to find even more artists. Now you can plan even better.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna have a festival as big as Coachella one day, bigger than Coachella one day.
You could
No
do it,
doubt.
15
right?
cello.
You could easily, it could be reality
No, it will be.
with ATM headlining.
Club,
Yeah.
club cello.
So you have a project on the way. Is that
I do,
sometime
yes.
this year?
Yeah, I'm working on 2 right now. One with our buddy Andy. Between me and him, this is like the most official announcement there's been.
With Andy,
You
with
heard
Andy
it?
Earth.
You heard it
here first. But yeah, working on an EP with him called War with Time. So like the
It's a
basic,
fire title.
yeah,
Jeez.
the whole narrative of it is like literally just being at a war with time.
Wow.
Which we
And we kind of are with the project itself right now.
So
We
that's
need to get it
ironic,
going.
huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're like, wow, we should probably finish.
Write that down.
Exactly. But yeah, it's just like the telltale of how it's only been like a matter of time for all of this to formulate, and like we've all felt like we were about to blow up, and it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
But like, how long have you been feeling like
Yeah.
that? So that's kind of the whole narrative of the project, and like both me and him just struggle with time management as it is in our daily lives. Like
To break it down to that.
my whole life, literally, my whole life, I've been at a war with time, but now I just can't seem to get it.
I gotta get a shirt like that. I just want to see a clock
War with time.
and War with Time,
Yep.
just right there in times moving
Merch
backwards.
I do.
Yep.
that'd be
No, I
crazy.
got that plan. Trust me. But
Just get that tatted on you. That'd be crazy too.
mhm. But that's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Um,
Is that what you're actually producing, or you're actually gonna be? Like,
I'm producing all of it. Yes, I'm performing on. Maybe like definitely the majority of the songs.
Yeah.
I'd say there's like project's pretty much done. We just gotta like touch up, go back on the demos, get everything mixed, and obviously, and then all the existential things as far
Yeah.
as promo goes. But shooting for hopefully May,
Yeah.
June, because then I want to get my EP going,
yeah.
which will be self-titled ATMCG,
Mm-hmm.
because I've been taking a lot of inspiration from like new wave alternative and just 80s artists,
Yeah.
and a lot of their like 80s bands back in the day when they were just tossing out record deals to whoever, just trying to make money. A lot of their debut projects were self-titled, and I just think that's fire.
I
'cause
always
it's
like the self-titled ones.
yeah, it's a
honestly.
great, especially for a first project. It's like an introductory to
Who they
what you
are.
can expect
Yeah.
from them, in a certain
Yeah.
way. And a lot of the subject matter is pretty personal,
Yeah.
so I just felt like that fit. But
Yeah.
hoping to get that done by summer,
Wow.
and then have it follow War with Time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Dude, that's super sick.
Mhm.
Anything else on the horizon for the 15 Club? We keeping this under wraps? I mean, we kind of already went over it, like kind of long term, but
Yeah.
like, is there
Yeah.
anything like this year that you guys collectively or individually like want to try to expand upon? It can even be with 15th Club, like personal stuff, like what are your goals for the rest of this year? Because we're almost
Quarter
like
through,
a
yeah.
quarter through, almost a third through. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Like we're already flying through. Like what are the targets?
I got like a internship right now at a
Fire.
company, like just like writing and like
Yeah.
editing stuff for them. I guess like I want to be like a manager
Yeah.
of an artist. I want to be like
he's my manager,
yeah.
quote
So like
unquote.
Boom.
technically his manager. I didn't even know his project was self-titled. So how good
What's
of
your
a,
stipend?
how good
oh,
of a manager am I?
you gotta deduct his pay a little bit.
Well,
That's a
that
10%.
one's down the road still. We haven't.
Yeah.
We've been. Our focus is War with Time right
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah, but I mean, it's great having like my best friends that make music, so I could just trial run.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
a lot
just
easier.
like and
Yeah.
it's just like and it helps. It's just a full circle.
For sure.
So yeah, I don't know. I want to be a manager of an artist at one point. And I want to have like a job in music.
Yeah.
So that's really it. Like an actual like something that could pay the bills.
Yeah.
You know.
That'd be so fire. What about you? Anything else aside from the self-titled project that Jack didn't know about?
No, I knew about the
Probably 'cause you didn't
project.
tell.
I didn't know it was gonna be self-titled.
I mean, well, shit. Like long term, like we said, I want to have, whether it's a label, whether it's like a management team, whether like I definitely want to have a studio. That
Yeah.
is definitely long term.
Yeah.
So, like dream board type.
For sure.
But and then like having the artists around that I want in there, the artists that we believe in,
Yeah.
yada yada, pushing them. But as far as in the foreseeable future, just continuing working on music,
Yeah.
continuing working with more people,
Mm.
because that's the biggest thing you got to do in order to grow yourself, is just like learn from other people
Yeah.
there. Because like I said, I've just barely started working on my own music
Mhm.
over the past like couple of months even, so just continuing to grow, essentially.
That's another one. Learn as much as I can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just be a sponge.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would kind of say the same thing, I guess. Definitely like growing this year and next. I really want to like develop my style as a director more than anything, which I kind of talked about earlier with Aiden. But I think that's like the biggest thing this year is like coming out with videos that like mean something to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, I want to also like find the ability for me to like fit myself into like video production too. Like I want
Yeah.
to be as much of a Renaissance man as I
That's
can.
like the best
you
part
know?
about all of us is we all want to do
kind of
everything.
do
Yeah.
everything.
So it's just like continuing to expand my.
Renaissance, man.
We
Yeah.
kind of just do everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, we're just the best. You know? We're literally the best.
Absolutely
No.
goated.
No, but just continuing to create and grow,
Mhm.
essentially.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think Fresno is actually a great. That was Discord right there. I think
There you go.
Fresno's actually a great place.
So much
to-
untapped potential.
so much untapped, and like you don't have to. Dude, that's gonna be annoying. You don't have to get super wrapped up with like you're in this massive like Fresno's big, but like we're not talking like LA big where there's
Yeah.
like a ton of other people, all super fighting for the same space. Like
Yeah, one
and-
thing my dad said to me a couple weeks ago, he said he had said it before, but I thought about it today because I figured we'd get to this point in this where it's like Fresno is everyone, if you live here, you think it's way bigger than it really is,
Yeah.
but to everyone who doesn't live here, it's way smaller
Yeah.
than it really is.
yeah.
And we need to find that balance and break that stigma, I guess, and expand. But I used to think that in order for Fresno to reach its potential, it would be a bottom-up scenario where we all come together collectively and build the culture, and then
Yeah.
it goes from there. But I think it's going to take someone from
Reaching
here
outside of here.
making it, and then their willingness to reciprocate the energy and bring it back here.
That could be
the
all.
top-down process.
Yeah.
And that's the goal,
Yeah.
is to be that catalyst. But
Yeah.
all we can do is work and hope,
Yeah. For sure. No, I love that. Anything else you guys want to talk about or dive into while we're here, while we got the time?
Season 4 next week, right?
Whoa.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
Hit
got
me.
the radio show next week. Let me show you this. Let me show you what I made today.
Yeah. We're,
I'm excited for this
with
one.
the season switching up
You
the
play
themes.
GTA?
Yes. Wow, that's so sick. The font.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Mm-hmm.
That
So
is
like,
so good.
yeah, I just we've just been trying to roll it out better, and then I made these like the loading screen. Like we got I did the
Oh, dude, with the edit on there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's so sick.
yeah. So
Okay, yeah. So
That's
you
just-
just attracted like a whole bunch of other people. They just put a GTA edit on that. Like,
Yeah, there we go.
I'm really about to go tap in.
yeah,
Easy call.
it's gonna be dope. I'm really excited for the next episode and just the episodes to come.
We all are. We're
and
both-
just everything with the 15 Club that's
Yeah.
gonna grow. In this
What's
year.
your typical how many episodes you guys typically shoot for in a season?
We've done
Six?
six, yeah. And then
Kept it pretty consistent with six
yeah,
too.
we did the first one every week, so that one went quick.
Yeah.
And then was it during the middle of the second one that we switched to every other?
I
or
just
was it
remember
the
there was,
third?
no, I think it was the third but there was one point during the second one where I was bro, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I can't.
I think no, we definitely missed a week during the second season. It was only 5, but
Yeah.
other than that, it's been 6 for each one.
Yeah.
So then, well, I can't do the math that quick, but that's 9 seasons a year,
Yeah.
almost
That's good.
around there.
quick maths.
So yeah,
Sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna debate that one.
Yeah.
because I know 6 times 9, 54. So
She.
give or take. I did my math facts.
Look
you
at
know.
that.
I
Yeah.
know. Shout
No.
out D Roop.
Yeah, shout out D-Roop.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Is he? Oh, he's your accountant. I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
He's who runs the money for you guys.
Exactly.
Wow. That's crazy.
He's the whole him and Scotty Cabana. are
What you were
the-
talking about earlier, that's D Roop.
Yeah.
He's the guy up here
Yeah.
running.
He runs the whole he runs the whole show.
Yeah.
Not that anyone would know without you guys just front
Exactly.
like that. Now
Exactly.
you guys are gonna get audited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now we're hosts.
Your tax
Now we're
returns
gonna get
are
0 views.
done.
our NDAs just
Yeah,
just got
Maybe
burned.
cut this part out.
oh,
Maybe.
yeah, I might have to. It'll just be bleeped out, and then
Yeah.
we'll come back to
No, please.
3-minute bleep.
No, that's so sick. I'm super excited for season 4. Honestly, I think it kind of went through anything or everything that I had. I appreciate you guys coming on. Like
Mhm.
honestly,
Thanks for having
super,
us.
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
super good conversation. Glad to sit down and kind of really go over what you guys do, and super excited to continue to follow the 15th Club and all your guys' personal stuff too. So
Definitely, man.
I'm stoked. I appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Again, this will be uploaded. We'll make sure that we get 15th Club, PCP video, ATM CG, everything All personal accounts, LinkedIn as well, so you guys can tap in and give them a follow and start to listen into season 4. So
Sure.
this was episode 2 of the Civil Society podcast. Anything else?
Nope. Happy birthday, Jack.
Join my Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa,
Tomorrow.
today?
Tomorrow.
Okay, I was gonna say. Well, this is going up tomorrow, so
Shit.
plenty
Happy
of
birthday,
comments.
Jack.
Boom! Happy birthday, Jack.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
Awesome. Of the Civil Society podcast. Anything else?
Nope. Happy birthday, Jack.
Join my
Oh,
Discord.
yeah.
Whoa,
Tomorrow.
today?
Tomorrow.
Okay, I was gonna say. Well, this is going up tomorrow, so
Shit.
plenty
Happy
of
birthday,
comments.
Jack.
Boom! Happy birthday, Jack.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
See ya.
Awesome.
Fire.
That was dope.
Perfect.
Dude, thank you guys.
Good work.
Oh, my ass is hurting.
Yeah, dude, I know. These not very comfortable chairs, but.
No, it worked.